So here we have the 680 horsepower Porsche Panamera Turbo S Sport Turismo, which is one of the most advanced sport family cars you can buy today. It's available in an estate, which in Porsche language is Sport Turismo. It has a combined system power of 680 horsepower, 500 horsepower from petrol, and that's not the real car. Anyway, so it's 180 horsepower on electric only, and 500 horsepower, and 550 horsepower petrol, and 130 horsepower electric, which makes it 680 horsepower total combined power. It is, however, I believe 80 kilos more heavy than the regular Panamera Turbo, and add that Sport Turismo, which adds a few more kilos. But I come to the conclusion that I like the Sport Turismo more. It looks better, and the lines are more clear, and just see what happens when you lock up the Panamera, of course you know, but this one have the optional black rear lights. I'm quite sure it looks a bit more black than usual. Gorgeous. And weren't the LED lights even animated? Well, anyway. And I folded the roof spoiler. It has an electric roof spoiler, which opens up at speed or by the press of a button. And carbon ceramic brakes are standard on the Turbo S. Huge, I believe 380 millimeters minimum, and because it's a hybrid, the brake calipers are in acid green, and as well as the logo, if you see close enough here, this is acid green as well. And this have a metallic, dark grayish tone to it. Gonna give you some videos when it's light outside, or when it's sun, I meant. And a fun thing that comes with the Panamera Turbo S, all of them, is like, feels like that you bought like an iPhone or Android, whatever. That's 3 jet skis. Anyway, open this up, and here you have the charger. I'm gonna do a video when I try to charge it at some gas station at a later point. But anyway, connections, and the fun thing is you cannot look on the side that the car has a comfort closing, of course, that they have a fuel cap, because it's fuel caps on both sides. Here is for charging, and here is for fuel, which I need to go in and open up. It has standard darker windows from factory, and it has a gorgeous gorgeous caramel tone to it, or caramel champagne-ish. Burmeister speaker system. So here is not the charging, here's the fuel. What I like about this, which is gorgeous, is the headliner. Alcantara headliner, matching the leather interior. And this is, oh yeah, they are electric. I need to fold down those. My apologies. Anyway, this interior is just gorgeous. You know what? I'm gonna open up the sunroof, or at least the protective window. See, here is gorgeous Alcantara roof, and we're gonna do like this. Okay, we need to turn it on. Panamera turbo, hello. A lot of e-power. Okay, we do it like this. Let's open up, and this is opening up. Somewhat lighter inside. And we're gonna take down these curtains. You could do it electrically from behind, of course. I'm going to take another look when it's a bit lighter. Of course, it's LED lights, adaptive LED lights is my guess. Gorgeous adaptive LED lights. And the Turbo and Turbo S specific fog lights. So here we have gorgeous light interior, as well as here. And you find it's like, looks almost like acid green, the color of the Burmeister speaker, which is selectable, of course. But this is gorgeous. But admittedly, it doesn't have the rear seat space of an A8, S8, even short base Audi S8, short base A8. I mean S8, for example. But I mean, it's still very gorgeous. This is actually leather, and it stops here. This is plastic, which is kind of makes sense. But this is leather all the way here. And I mean, the seats are quite hard, and they're very sporty. My daughter transported her mini hamster, and she complained about the seats are in a too much angle, as you can see here. I mean, I'm at a 90 degrees level, or horizontal degree, and it's still very big angle. Anyway, this is earning your respect. I would like to have this illuminated though. This is not leather, but here the Alcantara begins. And one thing I really like with the interior is that they made good attention to detail. So this one is color matched, and these ones are also color matched. I mean, this is plastic, but it's still color matched. This is not color matched. They made a little shortcut there, but still. And really gorgeous is leather clad instrument panel. You can have, as an option, you can have this in leather. You have the, not stitching here, but I'm quite sure you will have stitching here and here, so it's really visible. The Froster blend, I believe the name was for my 911 Turbo, and that was just lovely. So I would pick a little bit more leather. Here would be nice to have a stitch, but I believe this is leather actually. And this button is great. Great for fast performance. Speaking of that, They're racing over there. How many are there? 3? Anyway, so I'm gonna show you this. Check this out, spoiler. You push it. And I believe did it race on animation? Yes. A little bit. But it's really visible from behind. Or from the side. Have a look here. I mean, that small spoiler, but probably does a lot for performance. It's just gorgeous. This small spoiler. I wonder what would happen if you would ship this I mean, have it ECU tuned, and if the electric engine just will adapt to it. There you could see the really subtle but really nice roof spoiler. It's like something with this, you cannot stop staring at the details. Just look at this. I mean, see, little small, but so minimalistic design. Lovely. And I would rather have this in another color, maybe not white, but blue or something, because then this is painted here. This is sport exhaust with black tips. Anyway, we raised the spoiler, important. I mean, since it has rear curtains, you would not need to have the rear window smoked, so I would not choose smoked windows for this. It's just too black, and then just green. And it has adaptive driving, adaptive cruise control, and this is something I really love on the Panamera Turbo and Panamera Turbo S. This air intake or intercooler, whatever it is, it's just so hardcore. And if you look at it, I mean, this spoiler, it's really, I mean, this is nothing. You don't want to hit a curb with that one. But it really looks aggressive, that extra part. Is that really on all Panamera turbos, or are they only on the Panamera Turbo S? See this thing? Anyway. Yeah, so let's have a look. And I would have some more carbon details. I mean, this lower part in carbon maybe, or here, this part in carbon, if I would be picky. And I would want to have the calipers in yellow, because carbon ceramic brakes is standard, and that's something I would like. But wow, I really like the A-pillar, that it's contrasting. It's contrasting to the exterior, and it really looks light inside. And do you see it here? If you like, look inside the. I would like to have the steering wheel in sand beige or whatever this interior color is called. That's something I would like. But it's very nicely done here with contrasting stitching here. Could have maybe went with black stitching here as well. And I would like to have sand beige or matching seat belts. That's one thing. Anyway, so here we have the little communication system or control everything. One thing that I saw is that this is a indicator for seconds. On my turbo it only worked when I started Sport Chrono, I believe. So I thought I started Sport Chrono, but that's not it. Anyway, so you have a home screen. I believe you push there. So here you get like a fast shortcut to all the most important settings. Destination, center events, these are pretty cool. I mean, you could like do like this, but I mean, it's kind of funny. Why would you push the button here instead of here? I mean, it's faster just do it mechanically here. But anyway, it's fun. Home. And here you have like, no, it's only on e-power. Maybe I put it on e-power, I forgot. That's kind of interesting. So here's the overview of the settings, the actual settings, and e-power, that means E here. So this is really good if you have a 918 Spider as well. You can, these settings probably work or similar or the same or identical on the 918 Spider. So here is the front, you see the rear view mirrors here, engine, battery. So we could see what that kind of battery, yeah, it corresponds to this range. If I can understand, it's 40% charged, which means I could drive 12 kilometers with the battery. So if we go into the hybrid, and yes, it's 12 kilometers available range. And this is interesting. Battery is being charged. Okay, so I guess I could push that while driving and then it's getting charged. Okay, to kept at the current level. Ah, okay, yeah, because e-charge will probably take power or energy from your petrol. So, yeah, I was driving with hybrid and it's optimized for best fuel compensation, consumption. So it's pretty smart. If you're driving on Autobahn like high speed or something and you know you're gonna sit in a queue, approaching a queue or approaching city, you just push on e-charge and it's really getting charged like that. And you see this round thing is similar to this one. I mean, it's not the world's largest or most beautiful graphic, but I mean, hey, it works. You can see it corresponds here too. So let's have it on hybrid. One good thing with a hybrid car is that the car 12-volt battery will never die. It will take many time for it to die. Anyway, so home screen. Yeah, let's put it on low. It's more sporty. And if we put it on S+, probably looks the best then. We have a Cayenne. Interesting. Yeah, here you could choose the, yeah, it's lemon green. I thought it's called acid green. I believe the exterior is acid green. Brightness, let's do all this. Yeah, it's in real time. Yes, it's 100%. 100%. So, you know, we could actually start the car. We have it on Sport Plus. And we have comfort access, so you only have this, which I believe you need to push brake button and start it fast. And because we have Sport Plus, the exhaust probably is enabled, which it is. Doors open, I know about that, but I'm gonna let you hear the sound a little bit. First, we're gonna do some revving here. I mean, the response is It's not like the Aventador LP750 that I revved like this a few months ago or half a year ago. Maybe the engine also is cold. I wonder where we could see the engine temperature if we push this button. I think I might need to close the door. Let's do that. But this sport exhaust is loud. It's crazy. Here a little bit on it. Straight from behind. Really loud. I believe it's thanks to the sports exhaust. And we have this like generator behind us that sounds bad. You can see it over there. It's turned on and off. It's like that they don't have electricity. It's like, come on. And to be honest, that acid green here is a bit in your face. But you can hear, I mean, once you come once you start to come on the second half of the car, you start to hear the exhaust like a crescendo. From behind. And I actually found the temperature, and the car is properly warmed up. Water and oil, but it's not possible to rev any more higher than 3000. You can see here is charging. If we go really close, you can see the text. See there? Charge. And you can have a look on this. I kind of forgot to mention, it actually has night vision. So, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna use it tonight. G-force meter, didn't know about that. And now I notice, like, this is acid green, that's acid green, that's acid green, and even that little thing is acid green. Personally, I would go for another color. And I think that might be possible to change to red, and you have the background that dials another background as well. That's a nice thing with Porsche, like everything is customizable. Just as long as you pay. Boost assist, I've kind of not learned what that is, but I assume it is the electric power will assist the boost. Here's the consumption, I believe. Current. Oh, when I pushed this button, it was sport exhaust off and on. I didn't even know that. How did that come about there? Okay, let's try to rev it a little bit with the sport exhaust disabled. We'll see how that is. That was that. Exhaust, I put the sport exhaust on after the last few RPMs. So let's see what more. Yeah, this thing is, it's a current, electric consumption and the fuel consumption, I assume. This energy flow is pretty interesting. It's now, because we're idling, it's charging the battery. So if we do like this, if we change it to electric, force it to electric, or even to go hybrid, it should die, I assume. It doesn't. So what happens if I do like this? Okay. E-power, yes, thank you. And you can see now it's not showing any flow. The wheels has to roll in order for it to charge, I assume. And here is the power distribution of the four-wheel drive, front and rear. And you can see 16 kilometers on the battery, which corresponds to this. If you go hybrid, yeah, 16 kilometers. tire pressure. I guess I need to start driving while so it shows up. Oh yeah, here it says measures from 25 kilometers per hour. I have not started driving yet, so that's why. Oh, did I actually made this dirty? Come on. Night vision is pretty cool. It's a bit somewhat small window. Night vision on BMW is this full screen. Anyway, we could go through, let's see. Yeah, this is pretty funny, but we'll come to that. We'll do everything in order. Home. Yeah, you have so navigation. Nothing more about that. The cool thing about navigation is that if you have the optional like executive rear room, or I don't know, just like a more high-end rear display, we get the display down there that will show you the map and distance, time of arrival and things like that to the rear passengers. Phone. Anyway, here, so now it's set to low. Spoilers up. Sport exhaust we could put on. And yeah, e-power is only electricity. As you can see, hybrid is hybrid, and you could change it on the wheel here as well. So you have 1 and 2 places to change this, even more I believe. On the home screen of course. An individual you could set air springs medium, chassis normal. It's low on Sport Plus. Control. Yeah, lemon green. Let's see what kind of colors. Yeah, okay, you can have roof 20%. Oh, this is lemon green. It's kind of, I wouldn't say gross, but it's kind of interesting. Let's put this, yeah, let's do it 100. How ugly will it be? Yep, too ugly. Looks like a, yeah, I have no idea, but does not look good. What kind of oh, it's only these colors. Atlantis, Topaz blue, poppy red, dark orange, warm white, cold white, warm white and cold white. Lemon green. I'd probably go for warm white, but not right now. Trip. Sorry about that. And yeah, here we have the chrono. Can I just push start? Yes, amazing. It starts. See here. And that is also, of course, in acid green. What do you expect? Anyway, let's stop that thing. Reset. Yeah, and then we're gonna see something cool. Stop recording. Broop. Okay. It was not really cool, but little cool. Anyway, climate. Yeah, this is the funny thing with like broop. I mean, why can't you do it manually? Oh, that's funny. You could steer the rear ones from the front. That's good. That's kind of executive long version. And can you change the seat heating from the rear? No, I don't think you can. Not change the seat heating, airflow, ventilation. Everything is in auto. Timer, comfort. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, this is pretty cool. If you feel really cheap one day and sick of fueling up, you just push this one and see where you can charge. I wonder what the price. I don't even know what the price is. I'm gonna try that. But that's pretty funny. They don't tell me they choose the bird way, because this is 14 kilometers. I mean, it should be closer than this one. Anyway, pretty cool with apps. Fuel prices, do we want to know? Yeah, I don't know. Kind of funny if you drive a Panamera Turbo S for 220,000 euros, you could sort it by price. Yeah, where's cheapest? Oh, if you fuel up for your boat, it's the cheapest. This was the cheapest. I mean, 13.5 compared to, I mean, are you kidding me? How could it be a difference of 2 crowns? That's really strange. Anyway, I'm kind of cheap now, so that was kind of interesting to me, actually. Crazy. Okay, so what do we have on the news? Okay, depressive. Anyway, Deutsche Welle, that's funny. What kind of other news source? AFP? Porsche news. That's the most important news ever. Taycan. Game changer. I want Porsche news on my car as well. Green hell. GT3 RS. But they don't have Porsche news on the Nordschleife Victory. Taycan. It's a good name, I guess. Porsche news. Like, wow. I want that. Could log in, okay. Event weather. It's not the most beautiful interface, but I mean it works, you know, black and white, clean. Even a legal info, okay. No entries. Okay, we're done with apps, but that's pretty cool if you could download more apps, which I believe you can. Should look on that. Surrounding assist, I have everything on, just to avoid problems. Yeah, here's a shortcut basically. I've basically gone through this, but eFlow, yeah, now you saw the nice navigation or animation here, and that's pretty nice to see where the flow goes. So if we start the car now, it probably will be charging, if I'm not mistaken, because in Sport Plus. Yes, see? It's going from the engine here, a generator, whatever it is, charging it to the battery in the back. Can you make sense with the battery in the back, engine in the front? It's for weight distribution. Anyway, zero emission, 0 hours zero emission, but I know I had more battery driving. Charge timer. Okay, sound, fader, balance. Okay, you could do like this. Okay, 0 0. Tone, volume. I mean, only time you maybe want music is when you're driving on electric. Man, this is pretty funny. You could like choose based on sound enhancer, set, device manager, vehicle settings, locking. Wow, these animations looks good. And is this a Panamera Turbo S? It's a Panamera Turbo for sure. Inverted, but that's if you drive on the left side, I believe, or a right side if you change, if you go to England or something. Exterior lights, okay, faded, inverted, dipped beam, converted, whatever. Reversing, rear wiper. Oh, that's funny. I don't want that. Yep, I want that, however. And seat settings. Passenger seat heating balance. Passenger seat. Yes, okay, this is pretty funny. You could like, yeah, choose it warmth, but you cannot switch to the rear seat. Seat settings. Anyway, seat ventilation. I have seat ventilation. No, I don't have that. Tire pressure. Looks good. Looking good, looking good. Ah, that explains it. This is a short button for the exhaust, this one. Okay. Here you could change that. Okay. It's a little shortcut. Activate lift function. I kind of like that instead. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I don't want to scratch the front of this car. Cardio. Oh, it's rear axle steering on this one. Yeah, you know what? I didn't even know that. Okay. Assistance system. Front. Lane change assist. Yeah, okay, this is this one. So if I choose... Oh yeah, you can see. Here we have low, medium, high. Yeah, that's good. Low, medium, high. That's a good one if you don't turn around when looking. Okay. What's 130? Consider recognize speed limits. What? Ah, inner drive. It's the self-driving, I assume. Okay, here if it wants to steer to the limits or not, or accept the limits or not. That's good. Okay. Oh yeah, lane. Yeah, that's about it. Let's go home. And we forgot to look on the engine. Kind of forget this in this high tech, what to say? Not high tech bubble. You say high tech. This high tech car, high tech vehicle. Mobile, e-hybrid, turbo S. Oil. This is really for stability, and this is for sound insulation. Should we start it with the hood open? Let's try it. One thing is pretty weird is, I mean, it's a pretty small estate area, but anyway. What? Oh, it's electric mode. Then it won't start. Sport mode now. It won't start. Maybe it won't start with the hood open. Come on. No, probably not. Or maybe not with the door open. Let's try it again. Now it started. It started when I sat down in the car. Wow, that's crazy. That's the first time. When I closed the door, the car started. So I assume I can open this up. Yes. Let's see. Yes. Sounds like a Vanos noise that you heard from BMWs in 1996. Lemon green as well. Porsche. Anyway, this is about it. Let's take it for a ride. Just here, when you start approaching the mid or the rear part of half of the car, you really start hearing the exhaust, because sport mode is enabled. And this is about it. I'm gonna open up the doors so you have a last look of the interior. But I mean, it's a gorgeous estate. I'm kind of there is no reason not loving this car. Although it's a bit heavier than the Panamera Turbo. but I mean the power response from battery kind of makes up for it. Just look at that rear spoiler. Let's have a look. Gorgeous contrasting interior. Light. I would have a rear seat entertainment on this one as well. But what a great family car. I mean, never SUV, I would say, after I driven this. 3.4, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. Launch control. Top speed limited to, I believe, 307 or something like that. But imagine removing the top speed limiter on this thing. Jag håller på att filma, jag ringer dig om 5 minuter. Jag är hemma snart, hej. And of course it's Porsche. So the rear light probably works up here as well. Yes, they do. So funny with the charger coming with the car. You know, I forgot to have a look on the rear seat. This is a bit ho-hum. It's manual. You have to do like grip here and here. Anyway, look at this gorgeous leather. It's very seldom these parts are in leather on other cars, if you think of it, like BMW 5 Series and things like that. And especially with contrasting stitching as well. Let's close this so the guy driving by can see it's a Panamera Turbo S. I'm kidding. Anyway, here I would like to have Panamera Turbo S, but it's like it's too short. And yeah, this is nice touch, I remember. Or yeah, it's what do you say? It's dimming. It's dimming. That's my point. Somebody had made this dirty, not me. I'm not the one. See here, stitching. These seats really do look so sporty and hardcore in a family car. I mean, 3.4 in a family car, isn't that pretty crazy when you think of it? Close, and you see this nice aluminum part. So quality-like. Oh, and now I was wondering, like, what the hell is that? But now I know what it is. This is for the cover. When you fold down the rear seats. That's a good point with the Sport Turismo. You could fold down the rear seats and get a huge package space. This is a nice area to put it. And you have two actually quite sturdy drink holders. And if you want to have a through loading system, you can always do like this. Anyway, that's all. So let's close the doors and leave. LED. So let's leave.